2023 is over. Can't say we are disappointed. It wasn't one of our better years with the passing of Bernadette's dad and my best friend. It was a very, very sad time, and we're still not over it. But we're looking into 2024 with a lot more positivity. We've got plenty of plans, not just boating, we've got loads of other things to do as well. And I think it will be better. We're keeping really positive. So this video, it's a long one this. I know I've not done any for a while, but it's a long one. But I wanted to do justice to a cutting we've been through many times. So I hope you like watching, and you can always fast forward, can't you, if it's too much for you. But like I say, it's a long one, but a good one, in our opinion anyway. So let's get on with it, and we hope you enjoy the journey. Let's get going. One of our early starts. We love cruising early in the morning. It's the best time, you know, it's the best time of the day. It really is. I can't understand in glorious weather and that, I can't understand sleeping in on a boat when it's like this. So we've set out. We've been moored near Goldstone Wharf, but not at Goldstone Wharf, in a lovely mooring where everywhere around it you can't get in. It's full of stone, but there's a little section what we've got to know over the years, and we moored there, and it was brilliant. It was also quite a lively couple of nights in the, you know, weather-wise, with thunder, lightning, torrential rain. But that's all part of boating, isn't it? As long as I'm not cruising in it. We'll be going through woodseaves cutting again shortly. Now, we've had 2 nights of heavy rain. Yesterday CRT were out in there because there'd been a bit of a landslide, and a tree was blocking the cutting, and they had to come out and clear it all. Last night we had a lot of heavy rain, and we've made an early start. We're just hoping that nothing dramatic's happened overnight, because it was we've had some really heavy rain again, and some high winds. For a short period last night, unbelievable. But we're hoping everything will be alright. If not, we'll be giving CRT a ring. when you're going along and you're entering woodseaves cutting, throughout it there's 4 bridges, 2 normal style and 2 of the more unique, should we say, very high type bridges. And these were all these were access bridges, because with the cutting everything was cut off and they needed, you know, traffic or ponies and trap or whatever, they had to go across with permission from landowners, etc. So there's some, you know, quite unique bridges there, and I'll just try to explain a bit. Bridge 56 is a more normal looking bridge. That's Cheswoodine Bridge. That's when you're coming from the southern end and you enter into this wonderful environment and continue on your journey. The first fact I'd like to give you is that woodseaves cutting is the longest and deepest man-made cutting in Great Britain. It's very special, and we would recommend anybody to make their way up onto the Shropshire and go through this wonderful, it's just a wonderful setting. Very, very special. Another thing you may not know is that the cutting at woodseaves has been made a site of special scientific interest. It's all the geological, surroundings, stunning, absolutely stunning, and I don't understand why it's become such an important part of the Shropshire Union and the National Waterways Network. cutting itself is about 1.68 miles or 2.7 kilometres. And it's all dug out by hand with no machinery. But as I will discuss later, the design of it was not quite right. But that's further down the video. So let's continue now. Bridge 57. Well, that's called I Bridge, which you understand why. It's a fair distance up, and I think there's one called Ollins Bridge as well. I think that I think I've seen that's over 12 metres in height, and hybrid is even higher. So you can see they're not the normal type, but it's great when you're going through and you see how they're designed, and the arches and the brickwork. It's absolutely superb. The cutting at its deepest point is 21.3 metres, which equals about just under 70 feet. So it's quite deep, and like I say, all dug out by hand. Another unusual thing here, which I don't think many might be aware of, but for 1.6 kilometres, about, just under a mile, the canal is only half the width of the normal Shropshire Union. And they say it's probably to have saved on costs because of the cutting out what was required. So that's why it's got a reputation for certain areas being very, very narrow and rocky in places, and it is probably why it recommends you not to go any faster than 2 miles per hour. thought I'd just give you another little bit of information on the canal, because it's a trunk canal and one of the last ever. There's a lot went on. It was all to do with straight as possible, just get all the locks together if you're going to have them, and it was made to, just like the M6 motorway, a motorway route it was thought to be, and that's why there was flyboats, the famous Shropshire flyboats. Now, everybody knows that, or people who are interested in canals know, that Thomas Telford was the principal engineer, but he didn't see the finish of the Shropshire Union Canal. He died a year earlier than the opening. But there was two other people who were involved in serious planning and organisation for this canal, for all the embankments and the cuttings. Alexander Easton was the resident canal engineer. Not many people have heard his name, but he had a major input. But the next name, William Provis, he had a lot to do with what the Shropshire Union looks like these days, and he was the main contracts engineer, and he did a lot of the designing. So I think we've got a lot to be thankful for these great engineers, because when you think what was available to them to have designed all these, the cuttings and embankments, what an achievement. Bankrupt Street cutting, that was a smaller version of Woodleave. They were completed in 1832, but the canal, because of problems with embankments like Shelmore, the canal was actually only opened properly for commercial traffic in 1835. So I wonder how the maintenance went on in Woodseaves and Grove Streets while all the other work was being done. Certainly a labour intensive area to work, must have been. Yeah, in some ways it's a thinking miracle, it really is. whilst being a fantastic bit of engineering, woodseaves does have a flaw, and the flaw is the sides are almost vertical. Why would that be a problem? Quite simply, landslides. It happens a lot. It happened when it was built, and it's happening to this day. And with the narrow bits and pieces of the canal, what I talked about previously, if you get a landslide, it can quite easily block the cutting, and that causes stoppages. It causes inconvenience to boaters nowadays, but imagine it when all the commercial traffic was going along. If they had a flyboat with, you know, they had some sort of, you know, food stuff, something what can go off or anything like that in it, and it was trying to get through to Birmingham as quick as possible non-stop, and it hit something like that, it had a big impact. So I gather there must have been a lot of work going on there to keep this area of the canal clear. They must have been checking it constantly. The video comes to an end as we approach Tyrley locks, which we love as well. But yeah, 2024 will be a good year. We'll do as many boating videos as we can. You know, I can't promise it's going to be constant, and I know YouTube hates it if you don't do everything what they think you should do on the algorithm. But as you know, we do it all for free. We're not doing it for trying to make money in any way, shape or form, and we will never promote products what we don't know much about but we've been given. to try to tell people how good they are. That's a big no-no for us. If we tell you about something, it's because it's used by us, we know how good it is, and we know it will be for the benefit of people who are out there boating. But I digress. What can I say? I don't go into too much detail of what we do away from boating, but even though 2023 has been a horrible, horrible year really, it finished on a positive. And the positive is we've changed somebody's life for the better. We really have. And we're really, really pleased with it. And that's hence why I can't do the videos all the time, because we're both quite busy helping somebody who we really like and deserves a helping hand. I think that's as far as we need to go with it. But that is our priority at the moment, it really is. But we feel great about it, we really do. But that's it. I'll stop talking now. We appreciate you watching, and anybody who's new to it, we hope you continue with our future videos when they appear. Best thing is press the notification button, and then you'll know when they're coming out. But that's it for now. And all I can say is I hope you have a great 2024, healthy and happy. That's the main thing. But as usual, that's it. And we'll see you next time. Ta-ra.